India is a home to a large tribal population. As per 1991 Indian census, the indigenous people number 67.76 million, accounting for 8.01% of the Indian population. The state of Orissa has the second largest concentration of tribal population in India. Tribals account for 22.21% of the state's population. 1 out of 5 persons in the state belongs to a tribe. Orissa is home to 62 categories of scheduled tribes. The Bondo and Kondho tribes are found in Malkangiri, Raigada, Gajapati. The Juangos in Keonjhar and Dhenkanal. The Sauras are mostly found in Gajapati, Raigada, Sambalpur and Bolangir districts of Orissa. These tribals live in very difficult and inhospitable terrain in the hills. The hills are vulnerable to gully erosion. Transportation is rendered unviable. This is a Saura settlement. The Saura is a major tribe. They belong to the Proto-Australoid racial stock and speak a dialect called Sora, which belonged to the Austric family. The Sauras are also called by different names in Orissa, like Sora, Savar, Saur, Sora, and Saharan. Orissa is home to more than 4 lakh Sauras. The Constitution of India guarantees safeguard to the scheduled tribes of India. The 62 scheduled tribes of Orissa, including the Sauras, enjoy the safeguards under Article 14, Article 15, Subclause 4, Article 16, Clause 4, Article 19, Clause 5, Article 23, Articles 29 and 46, Article 164, Articles 330, 332 and 334, Article 335, Article 338, Article 339, Article 342, The great Indian epics, the Ramayana and the Mahabharata, have mention of the Saura tribe. The Sauras have unique tribal customs which reflect their culture. They have a rich culture, and it is said that the Orissan culture in general and Jagannath culture in particular have been enriched by their art and culture. The mainstream Oriya Jagannath culture has its origin in the Daru Devata concept of the Sauras.
sanaganiliyang sarang sayang tumlen mangalana mapaniliyang marana tumlen leman leman jenga jengaya leman jenga jengaya.
The real clothing of the Sauras is the eternally dressed nakedness of their brown skin, which adorns them with beauty and dignity. The women wear a simple skirt having a black or brown bordered top and bottom, and is wound round the waist and touched in at the front. The traditional dress of the Langia Saura is the loin cloth, which may be a plain white striped or colored pattern and tassels of red cotton. The wealthier men and men of importance among the Sauras are called Gomango as a mark of respect. The advice and orders of the Gomango are respected and obeyed. The Sauras practice cultivation of rice, millet, ragi and chodang. The surplus produce is carefully stored in containers made of bamboo stretchers for trying times. Usually, the kitchen is a small room attached to the dwelling. Wood is used as fuel for cooking. Utensils are made of clay, and nowadays, aluminium is used. At midday, the Sauras have a substantial meal. The basis of their food is rice, millet and pulses. This they usually boil with rice and even take with soaked rice. Beer distilled from ragi is also consumed. The Koppu Saura women make utensils from coconut shells, but the Langia Saura women use the dried pumpkin shells for serving food. When the shell is fixed to a long stick to make a ladle, they call it ku'u. The mahuli or arak distilled from mahua flower is a hard drink. But the Saura's favorite drink is tadi from date palm trees. It is consumed by the old, the young and the women. The Saura village is a matter of streets, long rows of houses built in very close to others with a common veranda running right along. The rows are face to face with a broad street. Sometimes one row turns its back on the other and opens onto a separate street. Or the streets may be built one above another up a hillside, and the houses all face the same way towards the view. The Saura house is a dark rectangular box raised well above the ground and divided into two sections. The walls are built of stone or rubble or of pieces of wood, plastered with thick mud. The door opens onto a small room which may have another door immediately opposite. Like many other tribal speeches, Sora was a spoken unwritten language of the Sauras. Sora is a South Munda language spoken by more than 2 lakhs people living in Raigada and Gajapati districts. The missionaries first introduced the Roman script to the Saura. However, it turned out to be controversial and was not used by the Sauras. Mr. Malia Gomango, a very influential leader, inspired his son-in-law Monge Gomango to undertake the responsibility of devising alphabets for their speech. Finally, on the night of the 18th of June 1936, he realized the script as a divine gift. The Sauras believe it as the spiritual force behind Monge Gomango's invention of a Saura script and setting up a new religious order which is designed as Matar Banam Dimri. His script, symbolizing the Akshara Brahma, represents 24 Saura divinities. The image is in the shape of Om in Odia character, having 24 letters, 12 numbers, and a crest inscribed. The worship of Matar Banam is widespread in all Saura villages. The Sauras are now taking to the study of the Odia language. The Sauras of Orissa are classified into two groups, the Kappu or Suddha Saura and Langia Saura. The Kappu Sauras are lowland cultivators. Buffaloes and oxen are usually used for cultivating fields. The primary occupation of Kappu Sauras is subsistence agriculture. The cultivation of rice, millets, ragi, maize, cotton, pulses, groundnuts, etc. are of importance to them. Apart from agriculture, they also practice livestock farming on a very small scale, like cows, buffaloes, pigs, and poultry. To supplement their meager income, they collect wood from the nearby jungles and sell it in the weekly markets. When a good crop is raised, the Kappu Saura men and women lose themselves dancing in groups. The Langia Saura dwell in the hills. They differ from the Kappu Sauras in the way they dress. They put on round their loincloth with colored tasseled ends hanging down in front and behind, on account of which they are sometimes called Lomba Langia or long-tailed Sauras. They have typical headgear and bear arms such as swords and axe. They also wear necklaces made up of glass beads and wood. The Saura woman decorates her throat with a number of necklaces called ananglu. The woman put on round their loin cloths, which is more than a meter in length, called gotung kab. The larambana is worn by ladies as a blouse. Both the Langia Saura men and women have their bodies tattooed. The women wear big spiral earrings. The earlobes are pierced at many points, as the ear is the most important ornamental zone to a Langia woman. The earrings are called talank ruled. Women wear their hair in style and decorate it with beads, and even have a name for it, rabudu. Tobacco rolled in leaves is smoked by all men and women. Most of the Saura festivals have two motives. One is religion and another is utilitarian. The Langia Saura beat their drums and dance in ecstasy on their festive occasions. The drums that are their favorites of the Langia Sauras are Gojerjon, Memerjon, Dudum, Dagjon, Dhap, Tududpe, Dubai, and Guinea. The Koppu and Lanjia Sauras have similarities in their food, agriculture, and house types, but differ in their dress and dance. The baby is to be given a name. It is time for rituals. The newborn is delicately put in a cradle and worshipped by the woman. A priest chants mantras. The women sing in chorus to bless the baby as a name is chosen. The Sauras believe that there is no rebirth of the person, but only of the name. The name itself has a kind of real existence, and the ancestor or tutelary who gives a name to a human child does in some way live in it. The Saura priest is called Disari. Disari is the most important religious figure in a Saura village. He has the power not only to diagnose the source of trouble and disease, but also to cure it. He is a doctor as well as a priest, psychologist as well as a magician, the repository of tradition and the source of sacred knowledge. The Saura paintings and icons are beautiful works of art. The entrance to the house and walls are decorated with motifs of leaves, flowers and Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth. 2 feet in these icons symbolize Lakshmi. The Sauras worship goddess Lakshmi and seek wealth and happiness. Their houses are decorated with various icon figures like elephants, horses, bowmen, porters and others. The pictograms and icons are linked to myths and stories. These icons have attracted worldwide attention. Among the Sauras, polygamy is fairly common. The Sauras practice 2 types of marriage: traditional marriage and forcible marriage. The other type of marriage is marriage by capture. Marriage by capture is practiced. This method seems to have been fairly common at one time, but now only occurs sporadically. Traditional marriage or arranged marriage takes place at a rather early age of 18 to 20 years for the boys and 15 to 16 for the girls. Bride price is paid by the family of the boy to the family of the girl. The ceremony is marked by feasting and dancing. The Saman makes offerings to the ancestors. The Sauras practice many religious ritualistic practices. Most of the rituals pertain to agricultural activities. Sometimes rituals are related to hills, forests and trees. The festivals like Kurulpur, Tanku Nadur, Udundur are prime importance to them. The legendary axe worship or Tangi Ma festival is very popular. All festivals are celebrated by singing and dancing together. The weekly markets are common features of the tribal economies. The weekly markets in the Sora villages deal in roots, fruits, agricultural produce, pottery, and even buffaloes and cows. The Soras are very fond of dance and music. Various forms of tribal dances are influenced by the environment and ecology. A variety of musical instruments like dhol, dampo, sarangi, wooden instruments when played cast a spell on the dancers. A favorite dance of the Soras is Meria dance. In the time of festivals, dancing parties begin at nightfall and last the whole night and continue even to the following day. Until now, only 4 tribes of Orissa have their own script. Sora language is one of them. Books written in the Sora script are published from the only printing press of its kind. That press, in Sora script only, is at Damsara in the district of the Raigada in Orissa. This is a small organization, but the effort and cause are great. The organization has been rewarded by many institutions, including the prestigious Orissa Sahitya Academy. Shri Arjun Sabar reflects on the Sora language, religion and books.
Lipi. Lami, SP mangaya adinali male. Kani lipi nyanang dele. Kani sompeng nyanang dele. Sompeng kamle binde sadale na apela. Kani sabram kulam len sadaleng len apela jana lagi male. Unnoti le agege development le agege.
Education enriches human life. The government has taken many steps to initiate the Soras to modern educational systems. The government is pushing through educational programs in tribal areas. The Soras are also being encouraged to participate in programs like primary education, dormitories, DPEP, and the midday meal scheme. The establishment of hostels for tribal boys and girls have given a boost to the high school education policy of the government. Such projects are undertaken as per Revised Long-Term Action Plan, RLTAP. 58 hostels have been constructed under the KBK project. The Tribal Affairs and Welfare Departments of the Government of India and the State Government of Orissa strive for the holistic development of the scheduled tribes, including the Saura. The project administrator of ITDA opines,
the main objective of this Integrated Tribal Development Agency project is to bring about all-round development of the tribals living in this subdivision. So far, our assistance to the tribal is of 2 types. One is community based and the other is individual based. Under community development scheme, so far we have given 82 numbers of minor irrigation projects, including diversion weirs covering 3,800 hectares of land in its ICOT in the Kharif and 200 hectares of land in Rabi.
ITDA and Panchayat Samitis work for tribal areas and village development works. Tube well, village roads, solar lighting, tractors for ploughing the fields have been provided to the Soras. The annual action plan and infrastructure development have ushered in a new era of holistic development of the Soras.